Hey everyone, in this video I've got something very simple but surprisingly handy. Ever dealt with zoom creep on your zoom lens with no lock button? You know, when the zoom lens decides to do its own thing, sliding to a different focal length without your permission? Or you may accidentally bump the zoom ring and suddenly your framing is all off. Now you might be thinking, can't I just use a regular rubber band? I mean, sure you can. I've got one right here for comparison. They look kind of similar, right? But here's the thing. The LENSband trademark is thicker, sturdier, and it grips your lens better without that annoying rolling or snapping you might get with a regular rubber band. Plus, it looks more professional than raiding your office supplies. And this packaging is as simple as it gets, but hey, that's part of the charm, right? Straight to the point, just like the product itself. It's made from strong silicone rubber, so it's thick, durable, and feels like it's built to last. It comes in two sizes, 49 to 67 millimeters and 67 to 100 millimeters. You can find it in a variety of colors, so whether you're into classic black from that sleek professional look or you want to add a pop of personality with a vibrant color, there's an option for you. And of course, there are other brands and generic ones as well. I've included affiliate links for the items mentioned in this video. If you decide to purchase through them, I'll receive a small commission as a thank you, and thank you. The lifespans of this LENSband depends on how often and under what conditions it's used. With proper care, I would think 2, 3, or 5 years even. If you're wondering, I have tested the regular rubber band for quite a bit before I got the LENSband trademark. And I've learned quite a bit about it versus the LENSband. I'll demonstrate something useful in a bit. Alright, let's get into some testing. LENSband versus rubber band. As you can see here, it's at a 24 millimeter focal length. First, without any band. Oh, and this camera with battery is about 1.1 pounds or 483 grams. And of course, in addition to the partial weight of the lens that weighs about 1 pound or 440 grams. And now have a look at in real time me installing the LENSband. But first, it's best to collapse the zoom lens before fully installing the LENSband. Oh, and of course, remove the lens hood too. All I can say is have courage. Have courage to stretch the band. It won't snap due to overstretching. It's exactly what it's made for. It might feel a little tight at first, but that's the point. It needs to grip the lens securely to do its job. The zoom ring on this lens is right here. And I prefer to position the LENSband so that it doesn't cover the focal length number that I'm using. Oh, and if there's a hump on your lens, I would use it. And on the side view, the band should be stretched at a slight diagonal angle to ensure a snug fit that prevents the band itself from sliding. Moreover, it makes sense that the band should cover the zoom ring as much as possible in a diagonal manner to prevent it from turning. Have a look. And here, using the hump of the lens, when you need to turn the zoom ring, just pull down the band and turn. And when you want to lock it or stop the creep, pull up the band. Again, over the focal length number that you're using. Now, with the lens fully extended, I'm going to show you how effective the LENSband trademark is at stopping zoom creep. Let's place the camera down on the table. letting the lens facing downward, so the weight of the lens would normally cause it to slide back. And as you can see, the lens band is doing its job perfectly. The zoom ring stays locked in place. No slipping or sliding at all. As you could see, it's still at 24mm. Let's place it down on the table again. You could see it just wants to stay. Alright, now let's test a regular rubber band for comparison. I have two. I'll test one first. I'll stretch it over the zoom ring the same way as the LENSband trademark. At first glance, it might seem like it's doing the job, but let's see how it performs in practice. Let's make the adjustment to 24mm focal length. Pulling the band back up. Now let's face it down on the table. Again, we're at 24. Oh. And as you can see, the zoom lens creeped. Now let's try two regular rubber bands. Let me go ahead and place them on. Thank you for your patience for the unedited view of these installations. I mean, you get to see how much you'll have to do if you were to do it too. And as you can see here, how awkward it is to put on the two rubber bands. It's like I'm accessorizing my lens with a questionable fashion statement. Who says lens can't be colorful, right? But honestly, this already feels a little fiddly. You've got to stretch one band just right, and then add the second without them tangling or rolling off. I mean, I'm all for a DIY hack, but this feels like I'm assembling a craft project instead of setting up my gear. Alright, finally, let's do the test again. As you can see, I'm at 24. And more fiddling, because I do need to pull the bands up. I mean, you could just be untidy and just leave it. But some of us have OCD, like me. Finally, let's do the table test. As you could see, they do prevent lens from creeping, which is an improvement. But here's the catch: when I need to adjust the focal length, it becomes pretty cumbersome. It's a bit of a hassle, especially if you're in a hurry or making frequent changes while shooting. And let's be honest, having two mismatched rubber bands wrapped around your lens doesn't exactly scream professional. It's my doing, of course. So to wrap things up, I genuinely like the LENSband trademark. It's simple, effective, and does exactly what it's designed to do. No gimmicks, just a practical solution for zoom creep. Anyway, that's all I have. Thank you for watching.